What makes relationships last?
Our relationship has had its ups and downs, but what we've found is good communication holds everything together.
We decided to dedicate time every week to not only strengthen our relationship, but stimulate personal growth.
Strong relationships are built on strong communication.
Welcome to Date Night Conversations.
Hey guys, and welcome back to another episode of Date Night Conversations. I'm Chantel.
And I'm Greg.
And guys, in this video, Greg and I are going to ask each other 3 random questions we have never asked each other before.
And I'm always looking forward to these conversations. I'm looking forward to the questions. I just like the way they make you think on a deeper level.
Yeah.
And I love reading the comments from our viewers.
Yes, because they always are able to give us a different perspective of the questions, right? So it's like really amazing that you guys are always participating.
We get to hear things from you guys that we never would have thought of otherwise. So we're constantly growing. You're learning more about us and we're learning more about you.
Yes, it's a win-win. All right, you ready to get into it?
Yeah.
All right, let's get into it.
All right, you're up. First question is yours.
Yeah. All right, guys, so I'm starting it off. First question. What's something you believed earlier in your career but think about differently now?
Oh man, this is funny because this has actually been kind of big.
Okay.
I'm relating this to like personal training, nutrition coaching. When you're new, you're taught a certain way. Like this is what's in all the books, this is how you need to eat, this is how you need to exercise, and this is how your body will respond.
Okay.
And it's not that way at all. Like at all. Everybody would come sit in front of me and I'd ask, how do you eat? Oh, I eat healthy. Nobody eats healthy. They don't understand what healthy is. Everything is so very different. Anyways, what it really comes down to is for overall health, everything I was taught got thrown out the window. After I worked with various mentors and people in the industry, I've learned so much from all the people that I've worked with. But stress is the greatest factor in health, period.
Okay.
And people don't understand how stressed they are until you can start giving them scenarios. This is what not stress feels like, and this is where you are today. And the physical impact that has affects everything, regardless of how you eat, how you sleep, how you exercise. Because people are like, I eat exactly as I'm supposed to, and I train exactly as I'm supposed to, and I try and sleep, but my mind's always running, and maybe if I got to sleep better, I'm like, and it's always the stressor. Every time.
Work related?
Most times.
Okay.
As soon as you remove the stress, watch how everything changes physically. Every time. People go on vacation for 2 weeks, they come back 5 pounds lighter. I ate horribly. I drank everything. How did I lose weight? I wasn't walking that much. Because you didn't have any stress at all. No stress, no responsibility, none of that tension built up inside you. Your body got to function the way it was supposed to. That's why. It's amazing what you can eat and drink and get away with when you're stress-free. And the people who do that will tell you just that. Okay. Does that answer that? What's something you believed early in your career but you think completely different about now? That answers that question, yeah?
I think so.
Okay.
For me, earlier on in my career, I believed that working a 9 to 5 would be like the best decision for me. And that life would be set up because I'd be a nurse. I'd probably be in public health and life would be great. Like I'd be like, oh, that's all I want. And then I realized I got rejected from public health like how many times, even till this day. Not only that, but I ended up getting what I wanted, working in the community, a desk job, making good money. And I'm like, well, this is not for me. Like, what's next?
It's amazing. Like you strived for that, you got it. And then you're in it and you're like, wait. This can't be it.
Yeah, like.
And you're working with women who are been there for years and years. This is their. You've made it. This is what we're here for.
Yeah.
Like this is it.
I'm like, I can't stay here lifelong. So that's one thing I believed earlier on in my career. I had it all mapped out. I'm like, yes, I'm gonna work a 9 to 5. I'm gonna be a nurse. I'm gonna make decent money. I'm gonna buy my house. I'm gonna have my kids, and I accomplished all that. And then I'm like, I don't want any of that. I got that. That's not where I want to be. I realized that I want to be so much further than where I was at earlier on in my career.
That makes sense.
So does that answer that?
Yeah, I think that's good.
All right, guys, we're going to throw the question back to you, but let's read it one more time.
What's something you believed earlier in your career but think about differently now? That's good.
It is good. It's a good question. All right, guys, you know what to do. Drop a comment down below. All right, we are moving on to the second question, and you're up.
Back to the first one for a second.
Yeah.
I'm kind of excited to hear what other people say, because with the same idea that you learn something and you go in new, whatever your career is, you have a certain perspective, but once you've been in there for time, you learn so much, like when you become like a professional in that industry.
Right. Well, nothing teaches you other than experience, right?
Exactly. So I'm sure there's so many people that have those stories.
Yeah.
Like what the perspective was going in and what it is now, like the reality of it.
I like to hear it, yeah.
Okay, question number 2.
Yes.
What's one thing on your bucket list that we can do together within the next 3 months?
I feel like travel. I feel like that could be done within the next 3 months. Even if it's somewhere local, like we go to Miami or we go to...
Local.
Sorry.
Miami's local.
I was going to say Montreal and then Miami came, but like we can do something that's
Okay, Montreal
close.
will be nice.
Yeah. And I feel like that can be done. And although on my bucket list, I have traveled to like the Maldives, still travel is travel and I'd like to just start doing that. So if we can just start getting out more and going to different places, that would be something that could be accomplished, I believe, in the next 3 months.
Fair. Now, as far as bucket list goes, we don't share a whole lot on our bucket lists because there's just a lot of things that I want to do. And it was funny. These are the things that she's like, what was the question? What is something you know you will never experience?
Oh, okay.
And yours was swimming with sharks.
Yeah.
And then a lot of you guys commented also, oh yeah, I will never swim with sharks. I will never skydive. I will never, and they were all things related to that.
Right.
Where I want to hang glide, I want to skydive, I want to go up in a hot air balloon. I want to have more of those thrill type. I want to do like major zip lines.
No, I'm
like
just
over
not feeling that.
Great distances and heights.
Nope, I won't do it.
That's something I'm excited for.
But we can't do that together. I'll film you like from down below, but like I can't do much.
Right. So within the next 3 months, then it comes to the same thing. I want to travel with you. That's stuff I love doing. I want to go camping. And that's doable within the next 3 months also.
Yes, but if you haven't seen Eaten Alive, I think that's it for me. And
so the thing
kids,
is,
like the kids aren't having it. They don't like
kids
bugs.
will love it. Okay. So you go later in the season when the bugs are really low, when you're sitting by the campfire and the smoke, it gets rid of them. If it's a little more open and it's not in the bush like we were, there's nothing to worry about. And that would be so much fun. But okay, so I'm gonna go with camping.
Okay.
But I can agree with your travel also. And both those things can happen in the next 3 months.
Yes, they can.
Okay. That answers that question.
Awesome. We're throwing it back to these guys. All right, guys, it's your turn. But let's read the question one more time. What's one thing on your bucket list that we can do together within the next 3 months? Worded, obviously, that you guys can do with your friend, significant other, whoever it is.
What are some bucket list things you guys want to do
In
that
the
you
next,
could do
in the next 3 months? All right, guys, you know what to do. Drop a comment down below.
Would you do indoor skydiving, like the thing on the fan?
No, thank you.
Really?
No, thank you.
It's so safe, though.
That's fine.
You don't want to feel what that's like to like float in the air on the wind?
No, I'm okay.
The eye fly,
here.
that's like close.
That is really close, but I just don't think I can handle it.
All right.
Maybe if I go, I might have a change of mind. If I see you do it, I may have a change of mind. But I like down here better. I like where my feet can touch.
High. It's just like floating at this height.
Oh, if it's a low height, that's fine.
Yeah, you don't go high.
Oh, okay.
And you just have like a net that catches you.
Oh, yeah, I can do that. I didn't know that. I didn't really look into it ever,
Okay.
so.
That's a possibility too.
Yes, it is.
Eye fly, indoor skydiving.
Yes.
Or, yeah, I guess they call it that. Okay.
All right, we're on to the last question. We got here fast.
Yeah.
Am I up?
You're up. Question number 3.
All right, guys, last question. What's your instinctive reaction when someone or something hurts you?
Someone or something?
Yeah.
Like if I stub my toe? Is that something?
Yes.
The corner foot of the bed?
Instantly, I just get, you go first.
Okay. Somebody. Like I feel like people don't hurt me. Like
Okay.
physically, am I getting hit?
Let's just say it could be anything, physically, mentally, emotionally.
Instinctively, what's my reaction? You know what? I'm in a place where I accept responsibility for stuff that happens to me. So when I hurt myself or something hurts me, I'm like, I kind of can take a deep breath and be like, and know that I did this from my rushing, from my mental thought process, where I was in the moment. And it's usually, it can be a reset. And I think that's sort of what it comes down to more. So a person hurting me, I don't think that happens. Can you think of something where I would say I was hurt by somebody? Not like Dane King. Daddy broke my heart.
You say that all the time.
Somebody upsets our son. He's 3 years old. He'll say, Daddy broke my heart.
It's the cutest thing. I
It's
feel
a
so
lip.
badly when he says that. No, I can't think of anything.
Right, so it would have been like in a previous relationship or something.
Mm-hmm.
And just feeling like hurt. But since then, really, I can't say that I've been hurt by a person. I think it's my own perception of a situation.
Okay.
Because it's something you would have to allow.
Right. Let it get to you.
Yeah, that's the only way you could actually be hurt. Yeah, that's what I think.
So for me, my instinctive reaction would be to like talk about it. So I'm trying to get away from this where I like complain about it. I'm like, oh my gosh, can you believe this just happened? But right away I talk about it. But now I'm getting to the point where I focus on what do I want? How do I want that person to treat me? Or how do I want other people in life to treat me? And I just focus on that, period.
Okay. Cool.
And if something hurts me, again, just like you, I accept accountability. Because I'm just like, how was my attitude? Like maybe I brought that on.
You can almost trace back the steps, right?
Yeah.
To what led up to that. You're rushing. It was just like you're being hasteful. There was something you didn't manage your time properly, and it led up to this incident. And you're like,
so,
I totally could have avoided this.
Yeah. So there's a few things, yeah.
When's the last time you were hurt?
I haven't been hurt in a very long time.
Yeah. What about physically? You got like little aches and pains from
Working out.
tightnesses or sitting or...
Yeah, but not to that extent.
No, like you haven't actually received an injury? Wow. I feel like I get little things all the time.
Really?
I got a little gash in my shin. I have no idea where it came from. I just noticed it. Got a sting when I was in the shower. I'm like, well, how did that get there?
Crazy.
Must have like maybe I clipped it on something at the gym. I didn't feel it when it
Sleepwalking
happened.
or something. I have no idea what you're doing.
But, you know, if I'm playing, I go on skateboarding more frequently, I get my shins beat up and stuff. I have like little scratches and some road rash. But there's no, you just kind of lap that off. It's like, it's part of the play.
Right.
Because I know for other people, and think of what you might have done in the past, and it would be a completely different reaction. If you stub your toe, the first thing out of your mouth is a swear word. Bang. Ah!
That hurts so bad.
Like, are you okay? You okay? What happened? Oh, I stubbed my stupid wait. You just go off and complain.
You put that there.
Exactly.
Yeah.
But yeah, and I can honestly say that doesn't happen anymore.
That's good.
Yeah. I stubbed my toe on that bed. It's because if I'm going to bed after Chantal's going to bed, and so I try and be real quiet, I'm going in the dark. I have like just the little light from my phone or something, and it's just like the screen light, like I'm actually turning the light on. And I walked full speed, like I took a swing and kicked that, like I didn't care about my toe. Bang!
That would suck so bad.
And it's like a deep breath. And you know it takes a second for the pain to hit.
Yeah, actually that happened to me the other day, not my toe, but it was my finger or my elbow, and I was like, are you okay? And I'm like, you just forget about it. You hit it and you forget about it, and you just go on. She's like, but it looked like it hurt. I'm like, it did. It did.
But I've learned to just kind of like breathe through and like...
Yeah, it goes away.
Yeah, moving on. And yeah, that's my pain in the last, as long as we've been together, 10 years. It's 10 years?
9. But we're
Almost
going
10
on
years.
to 10. All right, we're throwing it back to them?
Yeah.
All right, guys, we're going to throw it back to you, but let's read the question one more time.
What's your instinctive reaction when someone or something hurts you?
All right, guys, share some stories. You know what to do. Drop a comment down below. All right, guys. So that was Date Night Conversations, episode 53.
Yeah, that one was kind of...
It's interesting.
Yeah, it was quick.
It was quick.
Or it felt quick anyway.
Yeah, but that's okay. Sometimes they're quick and sometimes they're really deep and lengthy.
Yeah, but no, I like those. Because those are actual, genuine things I would like to learn from other people.
Yeah. Exactly.
What are your reactions like? What have you learned from your job?
Yeah. All right, guys, we're looking forward to interacting with you. Thank you so much for watching. We'll see you in the next episode. Bye.